My name's Amin Saeed and I'm Secretary of Cardiff Referee Society. I've done everything in football, as in grassroots level, as in being a player, and then ended up managing, secretary. One of the league secretaries said to me that have you thought about being a referee? And I thought for a moment, I thinking I want to be back out on the pitch. I want to enjoy, be back involved with football, and I pick up the whistle and become a referee, and I never look back. As a society, we're here to support new referees and so on, and help them along the way. Once the person does it one game, then that is the start, because all the apprehension goes away. Because doing a course online is great, but then to actually do the game, and then you get that little buzz from doing the game, then that's, for me, that's immense and epic. And it's trying to get people going from one to the other, and knowing that someone's there to go along to your first game, and introduce you, tell you what to do, show you, bit of pointers and so on how to improve. I'm hoping that some of the recruits will go on to become FIFA referees or referee in the Welsh Premier League. So that's my dream and ambition in that regard.
So I'm Victor. I started playing football from a young age, transitioned into men's football, stopped playing due to injury, now looking to progress into something else. Started looking into refereeing, and it's something that's not really talked about. I thought I can really make a difference and keep involved in the game. Welsh football is always growing. In recent years, more leagues are being introduced, a lot of people getting involved with the sport. So in turn, we're definitely going to need more referees, especially for myself, younger generation. I'm looking to get involved and give my side of things, so understanding that these new rules that's being developed, building that into the sport as well. We've got communities that are building, like Newtown, Tiger Bay. It's growing in the sport of football as well. The BAME group, a lot of us are not very represented in the sport, so being that first step of change, I think it's very beneficial for us. I'm hoping that in the coming years it can be expanded and have all people of all ages and all groups supporting all different backgrounds. Definitely just have a go, give it a go. That's all they can ask for you. You might surprise yourself. For myself, I was a bit unsure. Started getting involved, spoke to the mentor, and speaking to other people as well. It's inspiring and it's very exciting. Once you start doing the course, you're more excited to get out there on the pitch.
I've always loved the game, and I think it's really important to have diversity in football as well, especially in refereeing, because there isn't enough ethnic minorities in football, and then to have girls in football as well, I think is really important, and I really enjoy the game, so that's why I wanted to become a referee.
I think it's an interesting opportunity to meet a very wide range of people. It gives you so many different skills you need anywhere in life, and I think to have them all just by doing refereeing is cool.
Obviously, from the last 20 years, society has changed, and there has been a lot more ethnic minorities coming into bigger jobs, and especially women as well. So I think it's really important to show that diversity in the sport that people and the whole world has a huge passion for.
And I think it shows a new Wales. It's sort of moving on from the past and showing that this is a new Wales, and this is what Wales is now. I would say definitely do it. You think it's what all your doubts, it's just in your head. It's very different to what you'd expect it to be. In 20 years, I'd love to see just as many people at a women's match as there are in a men's match. That's what I'd like to see.
If you want to be involved in a game, for me, the best seat in the house is to be actually in the middle of the pitch. If you've been in the game long enough, then you know all the clubs, all the teams in your local area, and is going to the clubs and saying that that when players walk away, it's a fantastic opportunity to bring them back into the game. Anyone who's played football, their skills, their knowledge will transfer unbelievable to refereeing, and you can bring that in, and having that one-to-one relationship with other individuals will definitely help with recruiting them. At the top end of the game, we've got sufficient referees for the top end of the game. We need to work on the grassroots level to get more referees there, because then when players are exposed to having a good referee, then they actually learn and how to improve and how to become a better player. So having a referee does help the standard of football. And the more referees that we do have as well, is that we can actually push up the quality level as well in the game. Well, we can have the next you know, international referees here gradually pushing up, and it'd be amazing to see referees in Wales at the World Cups, at European Championships and so on. So the potential is there, and we've got to work on the numbers and work on improving the quality of the referees as well.